Good morning and welcome Thursday morning. Thank you for joining me. As I said, all this week we are working with elevating these positive emotions, and today we're going to work with the quality of joy. And joy is interesting because we can find joy in very intense moments and difficult moments. So if you think of like going for a run, you get that moment of joy after the run. It's not always that pleasant during, certainly childbirth. There's joy and there's also very intense moments. So let's start though with the breath of joy to wake us up, to feel that bubble of kind of energy come in. So I think most of us are familiar with it. It's 3 short inhales through the nose and then 1 exhale out the mouth. And we'll go a little slower to begin with, just warm up the shoulders a little bit. So let's begin. Inhale, arms reach up. Inhale, arms reach wide. Inhale, arms reach up, and then a big exhale, bend the knees and just sweep the arms back. So inhale, rise, arms up. Inhale, arms out wide. Inhale, arms up, and then exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, 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 exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, 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 exhale, inhale, inhale, inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale. Let's keep this going a little bit more. One more. Big breath in. Big breath in. Big breath in. I'm going to exhale and fold forward. And in that folding forward, just let the spine fold forward. Let the head drop. Make sure you're resting the front ribs onto your thighs. Hold on to the biceps, the forearms. Here, the head below the heart. Just take a full deep breath in. Start to feel the heart beating a little bit. Feel into your rhythm this morning, waking things up. Take a long breath out the mouth. And then we'll sweep the arms out wide and we'll come all the way up together to rise up. Reach the arms up. Let's bring the hands down to heart space. Take a moment to close your eyes. Feel yourself standing here, beginning of your day. Maybe in this space, set your intention. Maybe think of the things that bring you joy. And then release the arms down by the side. So if you're not already, step forward front of the mat. We're going to hook the thumbs, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up and back. Start to flow into our day. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms behind you now as you fold forward. Arms come over the head. Full breath in. Head drops. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Inhale, bring your hands down by your feet, bend your knees, step right leg back into a high lunge. Inhale, look forward, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands. We step back together into down dog. Press into the hands, lift up into the hips, weight down into your heels. Come down onto your hands and knees. And inhale, let's come through a couple of cat-cows, warm the spine, arch the back, open the throat. Exhale, curl and round. So let yourself really just move into a flow state this morning. Inhale, moving with the body. The joy of being here to be able to move the body in this way. Exhale, curl and round. What a privilege it is for us. One more time. Inhale, arch. Good. Exhale, curl. And then inhale, right leg extends up and back, lift the chest. Curl in, knee to nose. Exhale and step the right foot forward between the hands. Hook your thumbs. Inhale, reach the arms up and back, lift the chest. Exhale, hands come forward, lift the back knee, step forward, front of the mat, feet together, hook thumbs. Inhale, bend the knees, rise on the breath, lift up and back. Exhale, sweep the arms forward, bend the knees, fold forward, tuck chin, breathing in 1. Exhale, so settle into rhythm and breath. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Inhale, release the hands by the feet, bend the knees, step left leg back into high lunge, look forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into down dog. Full breath in, steady breath out. Again, come down onto our hands and knees, arch into the back. Inhale, lift the chest, open the throat. Exhale, curl and round. Inhaling, moving with the breath, nice and simple. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arch into the back and lift the left leg up. Draw the knee into the chest as you exhale, stepping left foot forward between the hands, press through the feet, hook the thumbs. Inhale, we rise, lift the chest. Good. Exhale, hands come forward, frame the front foot, lift the back knee, step forward, feet together, front of mat. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, rise on the breath, up and back. And then we'll take a big circle of the arms. Exhale. Good. Just stand for a moment and feel that innate joy of just being here with your breath, with the body, with a moment in your day. Reach the arms, inhale out wide, and interlace the fingers at the top, press through the feet, and as you exhale, arc over to the right, press into the left hip. Inhale, move back through center, keep lifting the ribs up. Exhale, arc over to the left. So a tick-tock a little side to side. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, arc to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, arc to the left. One more side to side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left. Good. Inhale, back through center. Let's lift here the chest up and back. And you always bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the head. Or reach the arms up and back. And a big circle of the arms, exhaling. Good. Bring the feet out a little wider. Turn the toes out. We're going to come down into Malasana, squat pose. So the forearms, remember to compress a little the thighs out. And then we squeeze inner thighs together, lifting the chest. So you know the variations. You can use your blocks underneath your heels. Just take for a moment, finding the length in the spine, lifting the chest, centering the gaze. Nice and steady, breathing in. And breathing out. Nice deep full breath down into the belly. Bringing in that conscious alive breath of the Ujjayi breath. Exhale. And then bring the hands down. Make your way down to seated. Feet come closer together, about hip distance, knees up. Fingertips come facing towards the body or spinning slightly out. That's better for the wrists. Hands back from the torso. As you press into the hands, lift the chest. Either staying here or we're going to come up into reverse table. Good. So you can gaze at the belly or you can look to open the throat. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. I'm just feeling the joy again of being in this body, in this breath. Slowly bringing the hips down. Release all the way down. Bring the left foot a little further forward. Bring the right ankle and cross it on top of the left thigh. So coming into figure of 4. And bring the right knee away from the body. You can walk the left foot back in. Bring the torso a little closer to the shin. So shin is as much as you can parallel to the front of the mat. A little bit of movement side to side. So we'll start to feel into the hips a little. And then we'll swap. Bring the right foot down. Left ankle. Notice I'm flexing the left foot. You can walk the right foot in. Again, a little bit of movement. And you're noticing in these, practices in the morning, it's a short time, but we get into the movement, and movement really settles us, releases some tension through the body. We take some deeper, fuller breaths, and we can really frame kind of our mindset for the day. Body, the quality we want to bring in. So let's bring the left foot down. We can again bring the feet wide. Take your time to come back into Malasana, so roll forward. We're not staying here long, and we're just going to roll a little bit side to side, so we'll get further into the hips. And we're going to make a transition back here in a moment. So the toes are pointed out in Malasana to top corners. Let's come through to center, and then you're going to lift the hips and just step your right leg back. So your left toe still turned out. Up onto fingertips or possibly your blocks, and then really press back into the right heel. Chest stays lifted. Good. Variation of kind of lizard pose. It's pretty big. Hip opener, full deep breath in. Long breath out. And how can we frame that mindset? We talked about joy being, both intense moments and, beautiful moments. How can we find the joy even in an intense moment? Full breath in. Maybe just the joy that I can be here and possibly look to do this in my body. And then we'll step the right foot forward. Right toes turn out. So we come back a little into that Malasana, so turn side to side. It's always good to frame a little bit of a hip flow with the quality of joy, because it can be quite challenging. Right toes turn out, top right corner, and then again take your time to step the left leg back. Make sure you've got a good distance, so you can bend into the left knee, knee over ankle, up onto fingertips or using your blocks. And that little bit of movement, again, let the movement settle you. Nice deep full belly breath. Shoulders stay soft. Full breath in. Long breath out. And then again, we'll step left foot. So it might be one big step, couple of steps. Forward again, front of the mat. Little bit side to side. And then we'll slowly begin to straighten the legs and really feel how that's woken the legs up. Heel toe the feet back together. Bring the hands to the hip points, lift up with a flat back, and slowly we rise all the way up. And just stretch up and back. Feel nice on the front of the hip. And then exhale, sweep the arms out wide. Good. As the feet come together, we'll take a standing balance here in our figure of 4. So gaze steady. Inhale, draw the right knee into your chest. Stand as tall as you can. Shoulders drop. And then bend the left knee slightly. So it's again ankle to knee. Right knee moves away from the body. Draw back into the hips. You can bring hands to heart. You always can use a wall here. You can turn to a wall. You can play with extending the arms forward. Breathing in 1. Exhale. So really think about that mindset, the quality of joy. Breathing in 2. So particularly if the mind looks for that negativity bias. So what can I do this morning? What is going right? Can I find the joy in this maybe intense moment? Bring the hands to the heart, press through the left foot. Catch again, knee into the chest, stand tall as you can. And then place the right foot back down. Good, second side. So again, gaze steady, shift the weight to the right foot, pick up the left foot and stand up nice and tall here. Good. Press the right thigh back, drop the shoulders. And then we're flexing the left foot, soften the right knee, ankle to knee. And then any choice for you as you come forward, find a steady gaze, breathing in 1. Exhale, so really bring in the breath. Let the breath help you to focus on that clear, positive intention of finding joy here. Exhale. And then press again through the right foot. Catch the left knee into the chest, stand as tall as you can. And then we'll bring the feet back together, standing at the front of the mat. As you did before, bend your knees, hook your thumbs, reach the arms forward. Rise all the way up. Stretch the body tall, up and back. Exhale, sweep the arms forward, bend the knees, catch hold, index finger and thumb, reach them over the head, full breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down. Good, plant the hands, we're inhale, step, right leg back, through plank pose, bring the chest forward and we'll exhale, come all the way down together onto the belly. As you come onto the belly, come onto your forearms. So into Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders. Press down through the forearms, lift the chest. Good, and then we use the left forearm, that is a kickstand to keep the chest lifted. And bend the right knee. And do the best you can to reach behind. You might catch hold of the right foot. Notice I'm not twisting and lifting the pelvis up here, so keep the right hip down. You can use a strap or you can just work towards that. Press the foot into the hand and lift the chest. So gaze forward, we're not twisting in the chest. External rotation in the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll release. Come back into Sphinx for a moment. So we're not collapsing into the lower back. You can feel the difference as you press through the forearms. Really energize, engage in the posture. Right forearm, front of the mat. Bend the left knee. Again, you're looking to catch hold, foot to hand possibly. Working towards that. So palm faces out, lift the chest. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Inhale, come back through into Sphinx pose. Chest lifts. And then exhale, bring the elbows out wide. Let the forehead just nest down for a moment. Let the shoulders drop. Deep breath into the belly. And then we'll reach the arms behind you. So you've got the option, again, to clasp the fingers together. Or you can bend your knees and see if you can catch hold of the feet. Coming into a bow pose. It's pretty strong back bend, so be mindful you don't need to catch hold of the feet. You can work towards that. Just bend the knees and then with a big breath, press down into the pelvis, lift the chest. 3 breaths. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Again, breathing that quality of joy here. Smile. And then exhale. Release the legs. Support the head. Let the heels drop. You might rock a little side to side. Good. We'll come back up onto our forearms. And this time we're going to interlace the hands. Press through the forearms, tuck over your toes. Come into forearm plank. Good, nice core stabilizer after focus of that back bend. Begin to lift the front ribs and draw the front ribs in. Lift the pelvis. And you've got the option to lift the knees. Gaze forward. And let's really home into that focus and clarity here. It's a great posture to kind of feel, embody that sense of stira, of stability, but also embodying that quality of joy. Even in our intense moments, breathing in 1. Exhale. Good. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Now if you want to, you're going to start to lift your hips. Walk your feet in so the head is not touching here. We're coming into dolphin pose. Good. See if you can draw your chest back towards your thighs. Keep pressing through your forearms. Lift up into the hips. Walk the feet in. Nice deep full breath in. Keep framing into that positive quality. What can I do this morning? What is going right here? So don't look for the negative. Look for the positive. Full breath in. Full breath out. Maybe the positives that you've chosen to listen to your body and rest. And then we'll come down onto our knees together. Good. And walk the knees further back. So I'm still on the forearms. I'm going to come into puppy dog pose. Forehead drops down. Option here is your palms pressed together. Your fingertips drop between the shoulder blades. So it's a little bit more of a stretch through the underside of the arm. Nice steady breaths. Soften any expression on the face. Bring the forearms back down. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. We'll press up onto our hands and knees. Right arm reaches up and thread the right arm underneath the left. Coming in to thread the needle, turn the head to the left, support the side of the head. And you can bring this into a twist, left hand onto lower back or to right thigh if you want to. Good, really tuning in to his conscious breaths, the Ujjayi breaths. Left hand unwinds, thread the right arm back through, so back onto hands and knees. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Again, thread the left arm underneath the right, turning the head to the side, so do support the head. Right arm again, you've got that option to thread it onto the lower back or onto the left thigh. Moments of quiet. This is the breath. And then unwind that top arm, thread the left arm back through, so back onto hands and knees. Good, from hands and knees, drop the hips to one side, bring the legs forward, or extend the left leg, bend the right knee. Good, chest stays nice and open, turn from the belly, and then fold forward over the left thigh. So we know we can always place block underneath the support the right knee, or you might be sitting up onto a block and just folding forward here and feeling a little length from the lower back along the spine. Let the head drop, settle into the breath. Exhale it out. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale fully. And on your exhale, lift the chest, walk the hands all the way back up. Sit tall. Let's swap the legs over. Extend the right leg, bend the left knee. Support as you need to. That little turn from the belly. Chest comes forward, so not necessarily down, over the right thigh, and the head drops. And then we just settle into the breath. Really noticing if we can frame into that positive, what's going right, feels good this morning. How is this practice supporting you? And with your inhale, come all the way back up again, sit nice and tall. And this time we'll bring both feet together. So Badakanasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You don't need to sit too close. You can have a little bit of distance and bring the chest forward and let the forehead move towards the toes. Good. And just again, these closing postures are about sealing in the intention of why we came to our practice today, what it reminds us. When we're busy and pulled in lots of different directions, it's been really hard to kind of find those moments to really remember what we value in our lives, what brings us joy, what elevates our emotions. So it takes a consistency, and these practices are consistent. You know, we show up to the mat, we consistently put the effort in, consistently turn the mind towards the positive. And sit nice and tall. Good. Bring the knees together. We'll take TP twist. So feet together, ankles together, knees together. Wrap the left arm around the knee. Sit tall, right hand behind. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhale and twist. Come back through center, swap the arms over, left hand behind. Inhale, draw up through the back ribs. Exhale and twist. Good. Inhale, come back through to center. And then we'll just cross at the shins, taking ankle to knee. So this might feel enough, bringing the knees together. So you're shortening that kind of distance, knees not too wide. Or you might put the ankle just on top of the thigh. You can sit up onto a block, and we'll bring the hands forward here, letting the head drop down. And again, those settling qualities. And really noticing how we can influence our day by lighting the positive, finding that clarity and purpose with clear intentions. And we'll walk the hands back up, swap the legs over, so either swap the cross of the legs or ankle to knee, sit tall, walk the hands forward. Again, just finding the rhythm of your breath, noticing how as we slow the breath down, really helps us to experience this moment. And even if this moment, is quite intense, it's pretty intense for me, and outer hip, you only have to consciously turn towards and breathe towards it. So within that intensity, can I find a moment of joy? To be able to do this in my body, to be able to show up and have this opportunity. Again, we'll sit nice and tall. Just release the legs, drop the knees a little side to side. And then our last moment together as you come, cross-legged, kneeling. Reach the arms up over the head and feel like lifting your own energy up. Good, reach the arms up and then just turn your palms up, and as if you're holding up, holding yourself up here with these positive emotions. And with each breath, feel like you're filling up a little bit more with that quality of joy. Maybe you can think of the things that bring you joy, even in the intensity of them, even sometimes in the struggle. What brings you joy? So filling up our own well of positivity. And then let's bring that well, hands come together down into the heart space. And just open the fingertips up. This is the lotus mudra. So just the tips of the little fingers and the thumb are touching in the heart space, and you bow the head towards the heart. Is that beautiful, as my teacher said, live like the lotus, ease in the muddy waters. So as we sit here and think of joy, those intense moments, but also those moments that bring us so fully into life and the preciousness of life, the beauty. So let that frame your day. Think about what you're putting into this lotus cup here. Those things that bring you joy. Take a deep, full breath in. And then as you seal that in, pressing the palms together, exhaling, bowing head to heart. Just letting the intelligence of the mind, the intelligence of the body meet in the heart space. Thank you for joining me this morning. Have a joyful Thursday. Namaste. Thank you.